So, do you fix or do you prevent? So, the reason why I asked this question is because I thought about my own situation about 3 years ago when I started my journey. I was 280 pounds. I knew exactly who I was. And it was about this time, maybe 3 weeks later, is when have my yearly physical. So I have my physical a day before my birthday out of all times, which is weird in itself, but this one I'll never forget. So I'm 280 pounds at the time, and I'm going in and I'm already building myself up, thinking to myself, like, I already know what this dude gonna say. He's gonna tell me I'm overweight, I need to lose some weight, I need to watch what I eat, I need to cut back on all this stuff, I need to watch my salt and all this stuff. I know exactly exactly what you're gonna tell me because I can feel it. I know that my clothes are tight. I know that I'm buttoning my belt buckle to the last to the last hole. I know that my feet are numb when I stand up in the morning. I know, and you don't have to tell me. So I get there, and he's telling me, "How are you feeling?" I'm like, "I'm good." Knowing that I'm okay, but I'm managing. But I know all that stuff that's going on in my body that I've completely ignored for the previous year. And now I get to have a flashlight showing on it. But this day wasn't that bad. It was the next day that messed me up pretty bad. So I got my physical done and everything's okay functionally. But then I get my labs back on the next day. And I look at my labs and it tells me, yeah, you got stage 3 kidney disease. I'm like, all right, stage 3 kidney disease. That means that something's gonna die. Do I have to have dialysis, or like, what does that mean? I know I got 2 kidneys, but I want both of them. I don't want to lose one. Like, what does that mean? And I'm freaking out. I already found out about this. It was on a Friday, and that means that those are after hours. I found out about this after work, so I can't even call the doctor's office. It's like, all right, cool. Because it's not an emergency, it's just me freaking out, so I can't call anybody. So I have to deal with that all weekend, and I'm freaking out like, dude, what's gonna happen to me? And I'm like, what is gonna happen? I'm freaking out, I'm not having a good weekend. And Monday, first thing in the morning, I call. I'm like, dude, why didn't you tell me I had kidney disease? Like, wouldn't that be something you would want to tell somebody? And he told me it was just a typo. Like, you had high levels that we're gonna need to check out at some time, but that was a typo. We'll take it off. Oh, God. So, long story short, my eyes are wide open now. I know that I can't do this because I have too much to lose. I just got married a couple of years ago. I have a kid. I just got a new house. I got all these cool things that I've done for all these years. And you're telling me that I'm gonna die? No, not on my watch. So I decided to do something about it. That was a promise I made to myself 3 years ago that I was gonna stop fixing stuff, that I was gonna start preventing things now. So what does that mean? That means for you and for me that we have to start looking long term for all this stuff. For everything that we're fixing right now. Right now, we're at the end of summer. That means that everybody's putting their shirts back on and getting ready to pull their hoodies back out because it's starting to cool off. That does not mean that you need to quit working out and start to fix your body for next year. That means that you have to start getting ready for that summer body right now because we're preventing things. We're preventing you from having to feel like crap next year. That's what we're preventing. We're preventing you from having to wear a t-shirt in the pool. That's what we're preventing. We're preventing all that stuff. So we're preventing you from feeling insecure because of the stuff that you neglected the year before. These are things that I had to do too. This was my wake-up call. I looked at that picture, the picture on my first video. I looked at that. I didn't even know who that dude was. Like, man, I ain't never looked like this in my life. So what I decided to do was I decided to prevent that from ever happening again. We have a long time to live. I'll be 41 years old in 3 weeks. I expect to be here for a long period of time, and I hope you do too. So for that, We got to start thinking long term. We got to start thinking prevention now, not fixing. Fixing it is too late. You're going to have to end up on some medication to regulate something that you can never control. Preventing. So the thing about preventing that's tricky is that you'll never know. But it's also the thing that can make you smile at the end, is because you did what you were supposed to do, so you'll never know if that's what the end outcome is going to be. But you're going to get the better side of that, because you're going to prevent it from ever happening anyway. You're going to prevent yourself from being overweight and having to worry about diabetes that we cause ourselves. You're going to prevent yourself from being able to be mobile, or prevent yourself from being wheelchair bound at 60 years old, or breaking your hip at 65 years old. Think long term. That's what we got to do. We are well past the time of impressing people because of the way that we look. This exterior you see, I couldn't care less about what people thought about me. What matters to me is what's happening on the inside, because it has absolutely changed my life for me switching from fixing to preventing. We're going to get more into that later, but what I want to leave you with this weekend is think about all the things that have come up to you that you knew about, and now you're trying to fix them. Like, we have to be done with that. It's long-term thinking now. We have too much to lose now. We are in the prime of our lives. We don't need to fix things anymore. We got to prevent them. We got a long time to do this. Think about it. Let me know in the comments. Are you fixing things right now? Or are you preventing them? And if you want to start preventing things, tell me about the things that you want to start trying to prevent. I hope this has been beneficial for you. I'm about to start getting ready for work. Happy Friday. Everybody loves a Friday. Me too. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.